Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I was just editing the next card collectors video on my Macintosh.
Let's do this!
Hey guys, I'm Jacob. Today we're going to do something different. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to do our top 10 favorite items in our collections. And of course this week's going to be mine. And then next week will be Tyler's. So I guess let's just get started, huh? Alright, for my number 10, it's going to be my Pong consoles. It's kind of a collection. I have 4 of them. But let's get started. First one is my first Pong console. I think this was like late 70s when this came out. It's a fun console. Of course, they have the analog controllers, which if they start going, they go pretty quickly. But this game was a lot of fun. I played it all the time with my friend Tim. We got really good at it. We could do the high ball speed with a small bat size and play it for each round would be half an hour or so. It was just a lot of fun. Never quite understood why they have the manual scoreboard, because it kept track of it on the console itself. So I don't know. The second one is the Tournament 1000 by Unisonic. I picked this up at a yard sale, and I'll have a link someplace on the screen for it. Basically, it was funny because Tyler was recording at the yard sale, and he went right over it with the camera, and then we went back and just kind of like thumbing around as we were leaving, and I saw this thing. I got it for, I think it was like $5 or so, but it's kind of neat the way the controllers come out. You just click that and then they slide out, and then that's the way the controller works. It's kind of neat. Next one is the TV scoreboard by Radio Shack. I got this one complete in box, and I think I paid $10 for it. The coolest part is it looks like it was never even like open, because it still has like all the original bags over the console. It's got also, I always found this amusing. If you haven't seen the Angry Video Game Nerd episode of the Pong consoles, this one is the main controller, then this is the second player. It's just like, F you, I got all the controls. But it's kind of neat. It has the silica gel still inside of it. The last one is the Telstar Colortron. I spent a lot more than I wanted to on this console. I paid $30 according to the sticker on it. But I'm still happy with it. I'm not going to take it out just because the way the box is, it all falls out. And quite frankly, I'm probably not going to play this game. I played it once and it worked alright. I think the second controller was finicky, which is expected. But the cool thing is it is in color. It's kind of a neat thing. Alright, so for number 9, it's Power Glove. Tyler got this for me. Originally the one he got for me was a child size, which is, I guess, a little bit more rarer than the adult size. But we ended up with, at the Game Guy, which we've mentioned numerous times, he traded the child size one for an adult size, so it fits really well now and it works well. My number 8 is my complete box Sega Master System. This is the base system, as they called it, which is basically just the base model. I think it came with, what was it? Hang-On Astro Warrior, 2 controllers, and the console itself. It's just a very, very basic box. It was sort of similar to the action set for the NES. As you can tell, it's pretty complete for the box. I'm pretty stoked about it. I've tested it and it does work, and it's just a really cool thing. That awesome adapter that changes from the Devil's Pitchforks to coaxial. But yeah, it all works, and I was pretty stoked about this. I got this along with a huge amount of games. I think it was like 40 titles? No, not that many. I think it was like 30 something titles along with it that was mostly complete box. There's also a video of that, since we record basically everything we get, so I'll try to put a link someplace for that video as well. Alright, on to the next one. When I was younger, we always had a Game Boy, original Game Boy, and we played it all the time. And I don't know where those went, but I picked this Game Boy up a while ago, and it plays really well, and I'm really happy with it. And then recently, I got the box and everything else for it, headphones, stuff like that, and I thought it was just really cool that I can finally have a complete one. And then no, that's not Tetris, that's Donkey Kong Land 2, I think. Yeah. Also, in that same hunt that I got the box for the Nintendo Game Boy, I got a Commodore 64, which I've been wanting to have for so long, and I'm so happy that I got it. I was able to test it and it worked just fine. But I need some games for it, I think. I also got a bunch of other stuff with it. I got the floppy disk drive, I got all the cables, I got 2 floppy disk drives, I should say, expansion memory pack, and all kinds of fun stuff for it. But I just need some games for it. So if you have any recommendations for Commodore 64 games, just tell me in the comment section below and I'll definitely try to look into them. Alright, so for number 5, it's Conker's Bad Fur Day, which is one of the more expensive N64 titles. My friend Tyler, you might know him, he actually got a second copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day, and he came up to me while I was in college and said, "Hey, I have something for you, and I'm gonna sell it to you, and you can't say no." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I'm gonna sell you this for 20 bucks. He pulls out Conker's Bad Fur Day. I was like, "Oh, I don't have 20 bucks on me though." He's like, "You know what? No worries. I want to make sure that you have a copy." I'm like, "Dude, that is amazing." I don't think I paid the 20 bucks for like a month, but I own the game. Alright, for number 4, if you've ever been to my house, I've shown you this. It's one of my favorite things I own. It's a boxed VIC-20, which came out before the Commodore 64. It was so exhilarating when I came across this. I went to, because Tyler, he has his Odyssey 2, which is fan-friggin-tastic. It's so amazing. He's talked about it numerous times. We did a video about it as well. And it's so cool because the way it happened is I went to Goodwill. This was a Goodwill find, believe it or not, for 20 bucks. And I went to Goodwill, saw it on the glass counter, and I was like, "Oh damn, I don't have 20 bucks." Seems to be a going trend. And I was with a friend, and I was like, "Look, you need to stay here and look at this, pay attention to it so no one walks up and buys it. I will be right back. I'm gonna go to the bank and withdraw 20 bucks. So I went to the bank and came back like 5-10 minutes later, and my friend was a good friend, stayed there looking at the VIC-20, and I bought it, and it's so great. I'm just gonna open up just so you guys can see like a little bit of it. It's very similar in size and shape as the Commodore 64. The neat part of it was it came with a bunch of like books and stuff like that. It came with the VIC-2 Compute Second Book of VIC. This is your warranty information. I probably should send that in, huh? It was a nice little touch because like you don't generally see that kind of thing all the time. So, but anyway, so yep, that's my Bleeding Box VIC-20. I got this Macintosh keyboard, obviously, mouse, floppy disk drive, and printer, which the printer is like friggin' extremely heavy for the size, and I paid, I think it was like 80 bucks for everything. But anyways, so I've been wanting one of these for so long, and I'm so glad that I finally got one because it was one of those things that when I was a child, getting into computers and stuff like that, I was like, you know what, I really want a Macintosh. And I thought about buying one numerous times, but like at that time I didn't really have a job and all that stuff, so the income wasn't there. And it was just so amazing to be able to see this in the wild and be able to pick it up, you know? But, so, that's my Macintosh Classic. Alright, so when I was younger, I played a game on the Game Boy Advance that it doesn't seem like a lot of people know of, but it's a really fantastic title. It was called Golden Sun. So, when after I grew up a little bit, I lost my game. Then I came across a Facebook posting about this guy who was selling complete box Golden Sun and Golden Sun 2, which I've never played before. So of course I jumped on it. I honestly would have paid basically anything for it because I really wanted them. I also picked up the third one, Golden Sun Dark Dawn, and it's super cool to be able to say, look, I own all 3 Golden Suns complete box. It's honestly been one of my main things I wanted to collect since I was young. So I'm pretty stoked about owning them, and I'm hoping that there's another one, but who knows, I haven't really looked into it, so they could be already planning on a new one for the 3DS or the new 3DS. Alright, so for my number 1, my crown jewel in my collection is actually a small collection. It's my Fire Emblem series, and if you didn't expect that, then you're either new to the channel or you don't know me at all. But anyways, so on to my bragging, as a lot of people would say. I own 3 copies of Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance. This was actually the 7th in the series, if I remember correctly. This was the first time it had an American release. When I was younger, this is the title I had, which was the Sacred Stones. I loved the game, and that's what really made me fall in love with the Fire Emblem series. Let's just stick to portables for right now. Then I have Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, which is actually a remake of this game, which was on the Famicom out in Japan. Basically, this was the first one with Marth, if you know him from Super Smash Bros. Then of course I own Fire Emblem Awakening, which I am thrilled to own. Because I've heard really good things about it. I haven't played it yet, unfortunately. So anyways, back on the home consoles. When I was younger, since I had the Sacred Stones, I'd asked for Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, which my parents were very nice and they bought it for me for the GameCube. I've owned this since I was really young, and I'm still playing through this game. I'm not gonna lie, I have not beaten this game yet. This one is the one where Ike first made an appearance. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. I've wanted that, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it. I don't even care. So I bought it, and it's in good shape, and it's very complete. And disc is in really good shape. So I'm really happy with it. Now that I've collected all the US releases, I've been slowly collecting the Japanese releases. So here's Fire Emblem Gaiden, and then this is the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, the original one. I also own complete copies for them. As far as my Fire Emblem collection is, this is definitely my proudest. So it's the Fire Emblem 3DS edition, the 3DS Fire Emblem edition, and it's in extremely beautiful shape. I actually do not play this. I know it works, obviously, but I do not play this because I want to keep it in its shape, in its nice shape. So I have a 2DS that I generally play my 3DS games and such on. So that's probably my favorite portion of my Fire Emblem collection. I know they're coming out with another Fire Emblem game very, very soon if they haven't already. I haven't checked in for a while, to be honest with you. I'm pretty excited about it. It's gonna be pretty cool. I believe it's a crossover with another Japanese title, which I can't remember the name because I can't remember Japanese names very well. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I think it's gonna be a fun game, and I can't wait to play it. So that's my favorite items in my video game collection. Make sure you comment in the comment section below if you enjoyed it or not, or if you also enjoyed some of the items I had. A couple honorable mentions definitely would be my Atari 5200 that I picked up for very, very cheap. And also my Atari Lynx. And also Commodore 64 recommendations. I definitely would like to try some good Commodore 64 games. And like I mentioned, I do have the floppy disk drive so I can play games on that as well. But yeah, let me know if you like this video and make sure you subscribe if you haven't. It really does help even though it doesn't seem like it does. And also you'll get all the new updates about new video releases and such, so it's pretty cool. So what's your favorite thing in your collection? I definitely would like to know. There's a lot of cool stuff out there that I don't own, so let me know. Alright, and I'm Jacob from Cart Collectors. See you. Alright, for number 10, I have Superman 64, because, you know, that's a fan. Just kidding, this isn't even my copy, so I don't own that game, luckily. So